God just told me to do something, and I didn't listen. I didn't listen at first, and I really want to share this testimony of how good God is and how important it is that you listen to what he tells you to do, even if it doesn't make any sense. Because this morning I'm down in LA, and I drove down to LA, and it didn't make any sense. I'm like, God, why are you asking me to drive down to LA when I can't even be here? I have to drive all the way back to my hometown today. And now I understand why. Because I woke up this morning and my coworker forgot something, and he was already out in a neighborhood servicing a house, and they were like, can somebody please bring this to him? And I volunteered. I just was like, okay, yeah, I can definitely go do that. So I grab what they need, I drive, I drop it off. After I dropped it off, I was driving back to the house that we're staying at, and I noticed I was in a similar neighborhood to the same neighborhood I knocked this summer when I was selling pest control. And I heard God tell me, I want you to knock on that one man's house that you met last summer, and I want you to ask if there's anything that they need prayer for. And I didn't listen. I literally didn't listen. I was like, no, that's so weird, that's so random, I don't even know if they believe in God, like, why would I do that? And then I start trying to convince myself. I say, oh no, I probably just feel called to do that because I'm by that house that I remember. And God was like, no, I want you to go knock on that house. And I didn't listen, so I drove away. I get back to the place that we're staying at, and they get a phone call, and they say, hey, he forgot something else. This is how good God is. This is literally how good God is, and this is why in the moments when you're frustrated or in the moments that don't make any sense, there's purpose. And he goes, hey Jess, I'm so sorry, will you go bring this back to him? And I was like, yeah, that's no problem. I wasn't even mad about it because I literally knew. I was like, oh my gosh, I was not obedient that first time, and God's calling me back. So I grabbed the piece of equipment and I drove back a second time, and this time I stopped by that house, and his daughter opens up the door. Like, hey, I know this is super random, but I feel so called to ask you guys, like, is there anything that you need prayer for? Is there anything you've been asking God for prayer for? And she goes, my mom actually has been battling cancer for 6 months, and she's having a really hard time after her second surgery. Imagine if I didn't listen to God. Imagine if I didn't listen to God.